Best of the rest, the Starladder Amateur Series. Gold and Platinum Division. Players competing even at the lower levels for a chance to win some fun prizes like BattleNet giveaways and things like that. And of course, glory and legacy. Let me introduce you to our heroes. In the bottom right, it is from the Envy Clan, MrKK. The Orange Zerg. And appropriately spawning as yellow, it is the TheGoldenRat in the top left. A drone scout going out, and is that a 14-14? A quick pull. He has some aggressive intentions. Now, what is the drone for MrKK? Okay, he's just scouting. I thought he was going to hide it and build a spine queller. Nothing for now. Just biding his time. Evo chamber block? I haven't seen Evo chamber block in quite a while. Drone scouting kind of fell out of style at the higher levels. Mostly with Legacy of the Void, because of the way economies work. I won't get into too much detail now, because I don't think we're going to get very much economy in this match. GoldenRat trying for an expansion, but he did get a pull first, whereas MrKK already got Zerglings on the way. Straight into a Roach Warren. He's not hesitating. No speed. Is this just going to be a straight-up Roach timing? He's only got a single gas. A few Zerglings to poke, and the Roaches to follow it up. Trying to dodge out Overlords. Unfortunately, it seems the Overlord is right there. So the TheGoldenRat has seen this. If he was looking. Always an important question. Now, the Roach Warren has completed, but Zergling speed was invested in, so MrKK doesn't really have that much. Looks like he's just got his fallback Roach Warren. Gonna struggle to afford it, but he'll have his mid-game crisis later. A Baneling Nest is on the way, as well as a Spine Crawler. MrKK gonna get a very good look inside. Will he be able to save the Ovi? The hatchery finishes. The dance begins. I really wish they hadn't picked the orange and yellow colors, but there's not much to be done now. I can switch it a little bit, but yeah, not very much. Overlord sneaking in. Gonna find the Roach Warren. Overlord's the sneakiest of Zerg units. Everyone knows that. Whisper quiet. Even while they're being repeatedly punctured by spines from a queen. MrKK, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to go for the whole hatchery tech tree. Oh. The Overlord goes down. That's going to slow down the TheGoldenRat, as he is supply blocked. A handful of roaches coming out, but banelings can always change the equation. The worker count is 20 to 16, but 2 hatcheries is a lot of additional production. I think this game will be decided by banelings, one way or another. GoldenRat starts his. The baneling nest not done for MrKK. Creep spread on its way out. 6 more roaches on the way. Okay, 6. We're going to be at 10 plus roaches. That's a sizable number. If he has some banelings in front to help connect. Oh. I thought he was going to make it to the high ground. That should be a new sport. But a lot of Zerglings trying to get the jump on these roaches before the reinforcements can come through. He's trying to retreat. The queen's at the back, dodging away. GoldenRat will grant him a short reprieve. MrKK has no intention of ever going above 16 drones. Spine Crawler moving up. It looks like GoldenRat, he's consolidated.
Have your attention.
And is pretty happy with his position. Gonna start shooting at the Ovi. Takes 4 hits. So will he be able to dodge? Will he actually spend the time to finish it off? Another shot. Will connect. The Overlord, once again, silently accepts its fate. as is the case over here. Another shot. All right. Can he finish him? 444. Batting 100. You got it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, what a save. He puts it to the high ground. Thank you. This entire game now revolves around this Overlord dying, as is customary. MrKK. Stuck back. There's a Spire on the way, as there almost always is. He's building one I mean, if he's gonna do anything, now's the time. Wait, can he hit it? Oh, how did he even see it? What a shot. I don't even... Anyways, a large attack. 39 to 16 workers. That means MrKK's army is almost double the size. The GoldenRat has been investing in drones. He's been investing in a Spire. The Queen gonna be caught out. There's only Lings and Banes to defend. He needs Mutalisks, but he only has enough gas for 3. That's not very many Mutas. I said, this the greatest commentator ever. Unfortunately, oh, the first 2 Banes coming up. Getting the jump. Several Banes will go down. Still a strong force. More Banes in the back. MrKK, this might be his opportunity to move forward. He needs to go quickly before the Mutas come out. More Banes are traded out, but there's not that many Lings left on the ground. Banes connecting on everything. The entire ground army is obliterated. The Muta's gonna start to try to chip away. He's actually gonna fire Corrosive Biles, a little bit off the mark, almost impossible to hit. But we've got more Roaches coming across. The Mutas will send strongly worded letters in the form of glaives to these Roaches and Ravagers. The drones will be pulled. The Mutas will eventually kill this, but we have to ask, at what cost? The drone's trying to retreat. Down to 25. More shots coming out. Does he connect? He clips one of the Mutas, but not enough to finish it off, and the Ravager's being targeted down. Still some mining at the net. The GoldenRat has 1,700 minerals. He just doesn't know what to spend it on. He's desperately hoping these Mutas can do enough for him. MrKK continues to rally up more Zerglings. The Mutas, just bodies for the Mutas to have to kill. 21 oh no! The Corrosive Bile! At least a quadruple kill, if not more. The Ravager has 10 kills. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 drones, 3. I'm so great at counting. And the hatchery falls. All that's left, he's making 4 more drones. I'm not sure where MrKK is going. There's only 3 drones in the main. He has not, he's getting spore crawlers. He's only got 14 drones at home. He doesn't have a booming economy. He's going for the main. Back up to 7 drones, but here come the Roaches and Lings. He's trying to make spines. 3, 2, 1, 3. About a confusing thing. 0 drones. We have hit 0. Can he get the hatch, though? No. 3 more drones on the way. He has bottomed out. 0 drones. It's just these Mutalisks. He's got 7 Mutas, 7 Overlords, 0 drones, and a dream. MrKK, he's got a handful of Roaches coming across, but if the Mutas can intercept them, that's the start of something. More drones on the way. He's desperate. He can't... If he loses the hatch, well, it doesn't get much better from there. But still, MrKK doesn't have anti-air. He has to micro these Mutas' hearts out. And his own heart out. The GoldenRat... Hundreds of APM retreating behind the spores. The spores do a lot of damage to the Mutas with that extra biological. The spores aren't covering the entire mineral line, though. Strain a little bit too close to the spore. The Muta lives, and they will heal. Smartly moving a drone up to the top center, but he does not have that much money to spare. What can he even get? You don't get a Spire, a Hydralisk Den? A literal base trade? Is that where we go with this? The Spore Crawler's still there, looking for an opportunity. The Ling's trying to slip out. Not gonna happen. Spore Crawler takes a shot. Now, a triangle defense here. Oh, he's going straight up. He's looking for the hidden bases, but that means there's nothing at home. 2 more drones on the way. The Zerglings are coming across. He finds the drone. Oh, the Overlord saw it before. But there's nothing at home to defend. He's got 9 drones. Well, he has a Queen. He has a Queen. A Queen can kill 4 Lings. He's gonna have to pull drones in order to save his Queen. Well, the Mutas are coming back. The Queen will be assassinated. GoldenRat ahead on supply. He was at 0 drones, but now he's ahead on drones. So, while it looked very dicey for a couple of moments, it's now looking quite good, as he still has air superiority. The Roach is hunted down. There are some Zerglings on the way. 13 workers. It's almost like we never even started. But will he be able to slip some Zerglings out? A drone's trying to get out. I don't know if that's a realistic option here. A Hydra is dead on the way, but he's going to need far too many Hydras to deal with these mutas now. MrKK soon to be supply blocked as well. Of all the places to expand, that is definitely one that is unlikely to be checked. Another Overlord taken out. Is this the opportunity to slip the Zerglings out? There's still barely anything at home. If he gets the lair, if he gets the drone, if he resets the drone count again, but it's all on the mutas. If he commits too far into the spine crawlers, or spore crawlers rather, oh, he gets a couple. The spores do a lot. He can't fight, like, even fighting one spore, he'll lose several mutas. So, back up to 19 workers is TheGoldenRat. Both of them still on their main base, 11 minutes into the match. He's really trying to work up that count. He's almost literally out of gas. Well, actually he has 271 in the bank. Oh, the spore crawler's at the back, though. The Hydra's helping out. The spore crawlers are still hitting. He's losing mutas. He's losing mutas. 2 mutas so far, leaving 8 on the field. It's getting at even numbers. The Hydras win with no Zerglings. If the mutas have an edge of a few, then that's when it turns the tides. But he's 3 more Hydras on the way. We're getting to the point. Well, there are 5 Banelings at home. A smart move. Quite good against Hydralisks. If they can connect. 5 Hydras. MrKK now has the numbers. 8 versus 8. With a lot of Zerglings. If there ever were a time, this would be it. He doesn't have Hydralisk speed or Hydralisk range, but on their own, they're still pretty strong. The mutas, will they try to come in and get a pick off? TheGoldenRat has money in the bank, but he's really focusing on this while this is happening. MrKK has somehow managed to go back to 12 drones. Impressive. Do the mutas see it? They should see this. Oh my, how did they not? Okay, they do. I mean, do they, though? Those are the real questions. The Lings are on the other side. Looking for the opportunity down here. Some more drones will be transferred. Has the TheGoldenRat been too greedy again? The Hydras might be able to intercept Banelings. Quite effective units. Only 1 is used. But the mutas are flying, and the Hydras are fighting them outright! The Hydras win this fight! Oh no, he's down to 2 mutas. 33 to 35 supply. Almost gets that last one helped out by his opponent's creep, but there are still 4 Banelings. Oh, the Hydra's coming up. The Banelings could connect. Good hits, but not enough. The Hydras will finish off the Mutalisk, but he still has 27 drones and he's making Lings. Doesn't get much closer than this. The drones themselves could win the fight and still have the numbers. MrKK is mining over here. He's up to 15 drones. He's trying to make some Banes. Spine crawlers on the way. The Queen itself. The Queen needs to help. The Queen will be enough. The Lings will chase down the Hydralisk. More Lings on the way, but he's making Banes. 23 to 16 workers. MrKK has the expansion in the back. Drones are being transferred. This is happening. A single Roach. The mutas are gone. He's getting Baneling speed. That's it's an optimistic research there. But more Banelings are coming up. He has to run around them, but he does it! Direct hits! Another round of Lings is coming up, though. He has no Banes here. More Lings. That one Roach might be able to turn the tides. It depends. No upgrades for other side, just Zergling speed. That's all that's been upgraded this entire game. The one Roach tried to micro back. The drone's coming down. The Roach will retreat. The Queen coming up, potentially for the save. Will she go down the ramp? Another plume of Lings coming in. Zergling slipping out. More Lings at the top of the ramp. Does he want to try to save the base? All the drones taken out. 23 to 20 now. The Queen coming up. Where is MrKK? Decides to retreat and he slips through the Zerglings, losing several more. 36 to 28 supply, but more's coming up. More Lings on both sides. We've somehow transitioned back to the Ling Bane phase at 15 minutes into the match. Back where we started. MrKK now heavily mining. He's building more drones. We're going to be even on drones in a moment. Wait. The GoldenRat. There is going to be Baneling speed as well, which definitely can turn the tide. The Banelings have shown to be a very effective unit thus far, on both sides. A Spinecore, the GoldenRat has finally reestablished himself. Baneling speed and on creep too. Will be done in a moment. Oh no! No! He retreats! Oh, he has a Baneling of his own. Not as fast. Roach is on the way. The GoldenRat has overall a healthier position, as he has for most of the game, except for when he had 0 drones. Might I remind you that that is a thing that happened. There is still a Hydralisk done. He's making Lings and Banes. He's locked into the unit production. Oh, gonna try to back up. He's trying to bait the Lings up, but there are Roaches in the back. And Mutas again! He's made 2 more Mutas. Hydra's on the way to match them. Oh, he's rolling in. He's rolling in! Oh, but the Banelings can't outrun the faster Banelings! No! Terrible, terrible damage! 8 more Banes on the way. 2 more. Another wave. Another wave! We trade out the Banes. We'll be able to micro it in time. They're on the hunt. The trade. 10 more Lings coming up, but the Banelings just so effective. Another wave. Round 3. Here we go. He's not paying attention! Direct hits! Now, does the GoldenRat... Now he's gonna know about this base. The Banelings are rolling down. What is there to save it? He can just go straight for the drones. This could be it. Wait. He's rolling around the back. Right into the mineral line. The drones will be slaughtered. MrKK has precious few minerals at home and no expansion on the ground. He has some money. He's building more Hydras. There's 11 Roaches. Is there any hope left? Has he held at 0 drones? Now back up to 28, but 0 drones was the situation. If there was 1 lurker, I would say this game is still a toss-up, but... Drones all over the map. Somehow, MrKK has, for like the 7th time this game, been brought back to 12, right where he started. But the numbers just 77 to 28 in the supply. There's no kicker here. There's nothing. Hydras are good, but not good enough. It looks like the GoldenRat is in position to take home a victory after 17 minutes. 325 plus units lost. Gee, can I get a second? No! The GoldenRat takes it. After... I mean, the units lost tab doesn't really do it justice. The impact of each unit that was lost is the important part. Just absolutely ridiculous. Back and forth. 0 drones, but 7 Mutas. MrKK trying to break through. He did everything, but just couldn't finish him off. What a roller coaster.
Oh, good. Now I have your attention.